Turmeric is celebrated as a superfood, but there's a dark side no one talks about. Did you know that the wrong combination could lead to serious health problems like kidney stones or liver damage? In today's video, we reveal the surprising truth behind this golden spice, and which foods could turn it against you. Turmeric has become a household name for its powerful anti-inflammatory and health-boosting properties. But there's a hidden danger for people who are already on blood-thinning medications or eating certain foods. The key to understanding this risk lies in curcumin, turmeric's active ingredient. Curcumin naturally thins the blood, which is part of how it helps reduce inflammation and improve circulation. While that can benefit some people, it's a double-edged sword when paired with medications like warfarin, aspirin, or other blood thinners. The problem isn't turmeric itself. It's what happens when curcumin combines forces with these drugs to overly thin the blood, creating serious risks for internal bleeding or heavy bruising. Even more concerning is that turmeric's effects are cumulative. Regular intake, whether through capsules, golden milk, or daily meals, can slowly enhance its blood-thinning influence over time. People trying to boost their immune systems or reduce joint pain may unknowingly be walking a fine line between therapeutic use and dangerous overuse. It's also important to note that turmeric can interfere with lab results, potentially skewing blood clotting tests and leading to incorrect medical assessments. Healthcare professionals warn that even turmeric-containing multivitamins or protein powders can be problematic if taken regularly without guidance. These smaller sources often fly under the radar, yet they contribute to the overall curcumin load. The danger doesn't stop with medications alone. Many people don't realize aspirin-like compounds, known as salicylates, are naturally found in everyday foods. Tomatoes, berries, and herbal teas are some of the main culprits. If your diet consistently includes these foods paired with turmeric supplements or heavy turmeric use, your blood-thinning effects could go from helpful to harmful. While small amounts of these combinations may go unnoticed at first, regularly consuming them could dramatically increase the risk of health problems, especially for seniors. The Drug-Induced Liver Injury Network, a research group that monitors medication-related risks, has issued warnings about the dangers of excessive blood thinning. Thinner blood may mean easier bruising, prolonged nosebleeds, or in more severe cases, internal bleeding that could go undetected for too long. For seniors who are often on medications for cholesterol, arthritis, or heart conditions, this problem becomes even more concerning. As the body ages, the liver and kidneys process medications and supplements differently, which can amplify side effects. That means the same combination of turmeric and blood-thinning medications that might cause a mild complication in a younger person could lead to far worse outcomes in someone over 60. What makes this even harder to detect is turmeric's reputation as a safe and natural health booster. You might add turmeric to your soup, smoothie, or golden milk, never suspecting it could interact negatively with other things you're consuming. Many people believe that because turmeric is a spice found on grocery store shelves, it's harmless in all quantities. This belief allows potentially harmful routines to develop over time. Think about a senior who takes their daily blood-thinning medication, drinks a cup of herbal tea rich in salicylates, and adds a turmeric supplement to their morning vitamins. None of these actions seem alarming on their own. Yet the combined effect could lead to serious complications without clear warning signs. Experts urge caution when it comes to turmeric supplements in particular. These often contain concentrated doses of curcumin, far more than you'd get from cooking with turmeric powder. Combining such a supplement with medication like aspirin doesn't just double the risk, it multiplies it. Internal bleeding caused by overthinned blood can be hard to detect until it's already severe enough to cause noticeable symptoms like fainting, black stools, or abdominal pain. Regular bruising in unusual places, such as around the torso or thighs, can also signal trouble, and it's a red flag that could go unnoticed in a busy routine. Most healthcare providers agree on a straightforward takeaway for anyone facing this specific risk. If you are taking any kind of blood-thinning medication from low-dose aspirin to prescription anticoagulants. You need to talk to your doctor before using turmeric supplements or significantly increasing your turmeric intake. In some cases, your doctor may recommend stopping turmeric supplements altogether or closely monitoring your dosage and diet. Seniors in particular should also review their eating habits to identify interactions with salicylate-rich foods. Gastric-friendly foods can offer safer options than herbal teas or fresh berries if blood thinning is already a concern. The good news is that a little caution can go a long way. Moderation in using turmeric, especially in its natural form, is a safer approach than relying on supplements. While the spice has benefits, balancing them against existing medications and foods in your diet is key to avoiding overlap that could lead to risky side effects. Instead of high doses or adding turmeric to every meal, consider small, manageable amounts and always factor in what else you're eating or drinking throughout the day. Turmeric's hidden risks become evident only when we look at how it interacts with the other chemicals and medications in our body. It's easy to overlook the dangers when a spice or supplement is surrounded by so much praise for its health benefits. But just because something is natural doesn't mean it's harmless. Seniors who are more likely to be on medication regimens and have changing liver functions should be especially mindful of these interactions. Pairing turmeric with blood-thinning foods or medications creates a hidden risk in plain sight. The next time you consider adding turmeric to your diet or picking up a new supplement bottle, remember to think about what's already on your plate or in your pill organizer. And while turmeric's benefits can still shine when used the right way, it's all about knowing when and how to use it responsibly. But turmeric's risks don't stop here. What about foods like spinach and beets, often praised for being healthy, which could create a whole new set of challenges for your health? Let's explore that next. Did you know that combining turmeric with vegetables like spinach or beets may be quietly putting your kidneys at risk? While turmeric is often admired for its health benefits, it can pose problems when paired with certain high-oxalate foods, especially for those prone to kidney issues. What makes this combination particularly troubling is the way turmeric interacts with urinary oxalate levels, raising your chances of developing kidney stones. Turmeric, particularly in supplement form, is known to increase urinary oxalate levels. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds found in many foods, and they play a key role in the formation of kidney stones. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, contains soluble oxalates which bind with calcium in the kidneys. This binding process forms insoluble calcium oxalate crystals, the primary cause of roughly 75% of all kidney stones. By itself, turmeric's effect might not instantly set off alarms for everyone, but when you add in high oxalate foods like spinach, beets, or rhubarb, the risk becomes more pronounced. Worse yet, dehydration, something many people don't monitor closely, can magnify the problem. Without adequate fluid intake, the kidneys struggle to flush excess oxalates effectively. This is especially problematic in hot climates or for individuals who drink limited water throughout the day. When turmeric, high oxalate foods, and dehydration combine, they create a perfect storm for kidney stone formation. Busy adults or elderly individuals who don't regularly hydrate might be unintentionally making things worse. In some cases, medications like diuretics, which increase fluid loss, add yet another risk factor to this already dangerous mix. This makes it crucial not just to monitor food combinations, but also lifestyle habits like water consumption and medication use. Here's how this happens. High oxalate foods themselves are loaded with oxalates. Spinach, for instance, seems like an ideal part of a healthy diet due to its rich nutrient profile. Beets are similarly hailed as a superfood, full of antioxidants and essential vitamins. However, these otherwise nutritious foods are actually some of the most significant dietary sources of oxalates. When consumed alongside turmeric, the soluble oxalates in these foods combine with excess urinary oxalates from turmeric, further intensifying the likelihood of forming calcium oxalate crystals in the kidneys. This makes a classic meal, like a spinach salad paired with golden turmeric dressing. Less innocent than it seems for those already prone to kidney issues. Imagine someone eating a meal that includes spinach as a side, drinking a beet-based smoothie, and taking a daily turmeric supplement as part of their health routine. This combination can quietly escalate their risk, even though the individual foods appear harmless or even beneficial. The oxalates from these foods and the high concentration of urinary oxalates driven by turmeric can overwhelm the body's ability to flush them out. For some, the result might not appear immediately, but can gradually lead to the development of kidney stones, especially when this combo is consumed repeatedly over weeks or months. Imagine someone eating a meal that includes spinach as a side, drinking a beet-based smoothie, and taking a daily turmeric supplement as part of their health routine. This combination can quietly escalate their risk, even though the individual foods appear harmless or even beneficial. The oxalates from these foods and the high concentration of urinary oxalates driven by turmeric can overwhelm the body's ability to flush them out. For some, the result might not appear immediately, but can gradually lead to the development of kidney stones, especially when this combo is consumed repeatedly over weeks or months. Seniors in particular need to be cautious because their bodies process these compounds differently. Kidney function tends to decline with age, meaning the organs aren't as efficient at filtering calcium and oxalates out of the bloodstream. This reduced efficiency creates the perfect conditions for calcium oxalate stones to form. A high concentration of oxalates in the diet, combined with age-related kidney changes, can overwhelm the kidney's natural ability to maintain balance. For many seniors, this potential issue might already exist beneath the surface without any immediate symptoms, making it a hidden but significant health risk. HealthMatch.io has specifically highlighted that people prone to kidney stones need to monitor their turmeric intake carefully, particularly when supplements are involved. They emphasize the importance of moderation and point out that curcumin in turmeric supplements can play an outsized role in raising urinary oxalate levels. Unlike turmeric powder used in small amounts for cooking, supplements often deliver concentrated doses of curcumin. When faced with an already high oxalate diet featuring foods like spinach or beets, this additional oxalate load can be too much for the kidneys to handle. What makes this risk even trickier to navigate is how these high oxalate foods are viewed by most people. Spinach, for example, is widely celebrated for being rich in iron, calcium, and vitamins, while beets are praised for boosting circulation and supporting heart health. These positive qualities might overshadow the risks posed by oxalates, particularly for people unaware of how the body processes these foods in combination with turmeric. This can lead to a false sense of security, especially for seniors looking to improve their diet and overall health. Many people might never connect their kidney stone symptoms to something as seemingly harmless as their diet, adding an element of surprise when issues finally arise. If you or someone you know has a history of kidney stones, recognizing this connection is crucial. Experts agree that consulting with a doctor before continuing to use turmeric supplements is the best way to assess personal risk levels. They can help determine whether turmeric is safe for you and may suggest dietary adjustments to lessen oxalate intake. If high oxalate foods like spinach or beets are part of your diet, discussing possible substitutes with a healthcare professional could help minimize kidney stone risks while maintaining balanced nutrition. It might seem like a small action, but it can make a substantial difference in safeguarding kidney health. Ultimately, understanding this interaction between turmeric and high oxalate foods serves as a reminder that seemingly healthy choices in the wrong combination can create unexpected risks. While turmeric and foods like spinach or beets can undeniably offer plenty of health benefits on their own, the impact of consuming them together, especially in large amounts, shouldn't be underestimated. Moderation, combined with an awareness of how your unique health needs affect your dietary choices, really is the key to enjoying the benefits of these foods while avoiding potential complications. And speaking of combinations, what about fermented foods, another trendy health favorite? Even they can come with surprising drawbacks when mixed with turmeric. Let's take a closer look. Fermented foods like pickles and sauerkraut are often hailed as heroes for gut health, packed with probiotics and hailed as staples for improving digestion. But when paired with turmeric, these tangy favorites may silently cause more harm than good. What seems like a match made in health food heaven can actually irritate the stomach lining, especially for those with sensitive digestive systems. The key lies in the acidity of fermented foods and how it interacts with turmeric's natural properties. Fermented foods undergo a unique process that gives them their distinctive tang. This process produces acids, such as lactic acid, which are beneficial in moderation but can also be harsh on the stomach, particularly for individuals already prone to digestive sensitivities. Now add turmeric into the mix, especially in supplement form. Turmeric stimulates bile production and can increase stomach acid levels. The result: a mix of high acidity from fermented foods and the digestive stimulation of turmeric, which creates the perfect storm for heartburn, acid reflux, and even stomach discomfort. For someone with acid reflux or GERD, this combination could amplify symptoms and turn a regular meal into a source of discomfort. This effect can be even more problematic for those who consume these foods daily under the assumption they're doing their gut a favor. Some health trends encourage regular consumption of fermented products, like drinking pickle juice for electrolytes or adding kimchi to multiple meals a day. Combined with daily turmeric capsules or concentrated golden milk drinks, the compound impact on the stomach becomes significantly harder to ignore. The body simply doesn't get the break it needs to recover from continuous acid exposure. Over time, this may contribute to chronic gastritis, discomfort after meals, or the need for antacid medications, ironically defeating the original goal of improving gut health. Picture this. A senior enjoys a seemingly healthy dinner of roasted vegetables lightly seasoned with turmeric and a side of homemade sauerkraut. On the surface, it's a clean, wholesome meal. But later that evening, they experience a burning sensation in their chest, followed by bloating and nausea. Experts like Very Well Health point out that turmeric can sometimes cause nausea, abdominal pain, or diarrhea when overused. Combined with the acidity in sauerkraut, the risk of stomach irritation climbs even higher. For individuals who already deal with digestive challenges, this pairing compounds the problem in ways they may not expect. Another complicating factor is the use of turmeric supplements, which deliver much higher concentrations of curcumin than you would get from cooking with turmeric powder. The Wellness Corner highlights that turmeric's ability to increase stomach acid can worsen existing digestive issues like ulcers or acid reflux. Pair that heightened acidity with the tangy, sour tones of pickles or sauerkraut, and you might inadvertently tip the balance in your digestive system. This scenario is particularly relevant for seniors whose stomach linings may already be more delicate due to aging or long-term medication use. The risks don't always appear immediately. Fermented foods and turmeric share a reputation for promoting gut health, which can mask potential problems. Pickles and sauerkraut are full of probiotics, widely regarded as beneficial bacteria for your gut. Most people associate these foods with improved digestion and assume they're an entirely healthy addition to a meal. But when these acidic foods are paired with turmeric, the focus shifts to how the highly concentrated curcumin might interact in the stomach. For those with no obvious digestive sensitivity, this might not lead to immediate discomfort. However, subtle signs like bloating or mild heartburn could build over time if the combination becomes a regular part of the diet. It's also worth considering how people are often unaware of just how much turmeric they're consuming. Between capsules, turmeric lattes, and seasoning blends, the cumulative amount can easily exceed safe levels, especially when layered over multiple meals. Unlike prescription drugs, supplements are rarely dosed precisely or taken under medical supervision, meaning accidental overconsumption is all too easy. Seniors already taking medications that affect digestion, such as NSAIDs or proton pump inhibitors, may face amplified gastrointestinal reactions due to these overlapping effects. For seniors, the situation becomes more pronounced. As we age, our digestive systems often become less robust, and many seniors are more prone to conditions like GERD, which impairs the stomach's ability to handle acidic foods. When the digestive system doesn't function as efficiently, it amplifies the way fermented foods and turmeric interact. This means even a small helping of pickles or a serving of sauerkraut could cause significant discomfort when combined with turmeric-heavy meals or supplements. A common mistake is assuming that if something is labeled as gut-friendly, it's entirely safe for everyone. The glowing reputation of fermented foods often overshadows the possible downsides. Health-conscious individuals may reach for pickles, drink probiotic-rich brine, or pile sauerkraut onto their meals to boost digestive health without considering its acidity. Add turmeric supplements into that routine, and the risk of digestive irritation is suddenly much higher. Since turmeric itself is frequently marketed as a wonder spice for everything from inflammation to digestion, people rarely question how it might react with acidic foods. The answer isn't cutting out these foods entirely. Moderation plays a critical role, particularly for those with a history of digestive problems. Seniors and individuals who regularly experience acid reflux or bloating should carefully reconsider how much turmeric they incorporate into meals that include fermented foods. Experts agree that smaller portions and staying mindful of how these foods make you feel are steps worth taking. If there are recurring signs of discomfort, perhaps frequent heartburn or persistent stomach upset after meals involving turmeric and pickles, it's wise to speak to a healthcare provider. They can offer guidance tailored to your needs and recommend adjustments to your diet or supplement routine.